We're back in the beautiful Frisian Islands. This time, we're in Ameland.
Ameland is one of the 5 populated Dutch Frisian Islands on the north side of the Netherlands. Last summer, we explored Terschelling, but the weather was not so great. So we're excited to make up for that today. Ameland is supposedly the island with some of the best food, and you know that we'll be checking that out. But the thing to do when visiting these islands is exploring them, on a bike of course, and spending some time at a beautiful beach.
A beautiful nude beach.
So can we have the perfect day here in Ameland, or are we just gonna get caught with our pants down? Literally. Goedemorgen and welcome back. We're about to go pick up some bikes to explore the island, but first we're starting our day with some coffee and croissants from Bakkerij de Jong. I think our destination today is going to be a nude beach here in Ameland, weather permitting. Hopefully the clouds clear up. Thank you. Is it tasty?
It's pretty good. And before we pick up our bikes, we're gonna have to pick up some snacks.
We got some water. We're gonna stay hydrated today. And we got the Wavy Lay's Yopi sauce. I'm very excited to try these out. I think that's everything. Let's get going. The plan today is to take this green route, which should eventually deliver us to the nude beach somewhere over here. And this should be pretty interesting because I think most people actually end up going west and go to the beaches over here, and they wear clothes at the beach.
Ooh. Riding an e-bike is weird.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's very weird. Are you on turbo?
No, I'm on eco. Are you on turbo?
I'm on tour.
Tour?
All right, while we bike to our first destination, let's talk a little bit about our initial impressions of Ameland.
There's a beach rugby tournament on the island this weekend, so the ferry ride here was kind of hilarious and full of a party crowd. That got us a bit worried about our plans for a relaxing weekend on the island, but so far it's been extremely chill.
And so far, at least, it feels super small and cozy. We walked from the ferry terminal to our hotel and it only took about 20 minutes, so I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the island today. Our first stop today is this statue, which is Rixt van Het Oerd, and it's based on a local legend here in Ameland. And I think it's about a woman who lured ships to wreck on the shore to steal their loot. And one time she accidentally drew in her own son and killed him. And when she saw what she had done, she then also died, and the wave swept both of them out to sea. And we are currently in the city of Borrel, which in Dutch means neighbors. And we actually went way too far on the bike already, and we had to turn around. We were already like more than halfway to the destination, our third destination. It's a very small island, but yeah, I think it's time to get back on the bikes and go back to where we already were. So, more bike montage.
Okay, I think this is an old duck sanctuary. I think the area is called Kooiplaats, or Cage Place, and I think the building we're looking for is called Nassau Kooi.
Okay, so we found a map, and it says that the Nassau Kooi, it still calls it a duck decoy, but in my head, a duck decoy is like a wooden duck, and that is not that. I think it might just be a thing that attracts ducks, but it's supposed to be over there.
The royal family built some sort of really big duck sanctuary in this area in 1705, which drew in ducks for food.
Yeah, okay, well. It's closed. It's very windy. And if you can hear this, this is the first time that I've actually been like, wow, the e-bike was a great idea. Because it just keeps going. You go up the hill, it's like it ain't no thing. Would I buy an e-bike for my everyday life? Probably not. Am I really happy that I have one at this exact moment on this side of the island? 100% yes. I bet you can't hear any of this. Woo!
So it looked like the weather was taking a turn for the worse, so we decided to stop at Groeten van Ameland for a Borrel plank and some drinks. And we're hoping to try some droge worst.
All right, do I get to pick the first one to try?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm gonna try the garlic one since I know that might not be your favorite.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's garlic. It smells very garlicky, but it doesn't really look any different. It's got like this nice skin on the outside, and the center is really soft, and it's got a garlic flavor, but it's more of like a fresh garlic flavor as opposed to like sauteed or like pickled or something like that. It's quite nice.
Also really want to try this speck. This is cured bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah?
How's it
It
smell?
smells sweet. Smell it. Oh my God.
Is it good?
It's fatty. It's got a good pork flavor. It's fucking really
Is
good.
that one better than the natural?
Yeah, try it. Right? It's pretty good.
Oh my God. By the way, this is our second time exploring Friesland.
Last summer, we visited Terschelling, another beautiful Frisian island, along with Leeuwarden and Harlingen. And we also went mudflat walking or vodlopen on the Wadden Sea. Be sure to watch those videos after this one if you haven't already, especially the Harlingen video. It's one of our favorite videos on the channel.
I just realized we didn't explain what drooggeworst is. It's dried sausage. It's a traditional method of sausaging by the Dutch. And I think it's especially common up here, but there are a lot of different cities, regions in the Netherlands that have their own special drooggeworst. But I think this stuff is special. It certainly tastes special.
It tastes special to me.
Also, I think in addition to getting a great Borrel plonk here, you can also play mini golf. We're not doing that today. We have to get back on the bikes, but you could if you wanted to.
Apparently here there's a dune that's 24 meters tall. I think it's that one. And I'd like to see if we can get to the top of it. There's one last thing I'd like to do before we get to the beach.
Holy moly. Do you see this?
Yeah, is that a ship all the way over there?
Yeah, I think it is.
Wow.
Let's see if I can zoom in on it. You can kind of see it. I'll take it.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it.
Off in the distance here, you can see Het Baken van Ameland, or the Beacon of Ameland, and the eastern tail of the island. The beacon is mostly symbolic these days, but originally it would help ships navigate through this area.
If you watched our Wadlopen video from last summer, you know that the tide's changing and the Wadden Sea can be really important. Depending on the time of day or even the season, I think, your ship is sailing through here just fine or it's getting completely beached. All right, on to the nude beach.
These are 1,000 times better than the plain or the regular Lay's
The
Yappy
unwavy?
chips. The what?
The non-wavy.
Yeah, the non-wavy, the non-max. I'd say these have a much more authentic Yappy sauce flavor. 5 stroopwafels.
Oh, 5 stroopwafels. Mm-hmm.
All right, we are on the walk from the nature reserve. That leads us, I believe, to the location of the nude beach, according to Bloot Compass, the leading source of nude beach and nudist resort information in the Netherlands.
Yeah, it says it's between post 18 and 20, but it's unsigned, so we'll just have to use our best judgment.
Or our worst judgment. It's supposed to rain in a few hours, so we have to
Yeah.
really maximize our time here because I think the time we have left with the sun is limited. Yeah, you can kind of see the clouds coming in
Yeah, they're getting
over
dark.
there, and the sun is behind us. Cross your fingers.
Ooh. About to get a naked shower?
As opposed to,
Okay, I guess most people only shower naked.
I'm sorry, what country are we in? Are we in the Netherlands right now? All right, we have arrived. Apparently it's between 18 and 20. We just passed 20. There is no one here. We have the entire beach to ourselves, which, you know, is probably an ominous sign of the impending weather, but what better spot to take a break than a nude beach?
Yeah, the sun's gonna be out for like, I suspect another 30 minutes, so let's take advantage of
Yeah.
it. All right, so I think we're just gonna hang out here until maybe the weather tells us it's time to go, but we'll see you back in Nest for dinner. We are at the Hekseketel, which is a highly rated restaurant back here in Nis, near our hotel. Okay, so the menu here is quite large. It seems kind of like they specialize in grilled meats, so they have everything from ribs to chicken to pork. But I did notice they have Amelander mustard soup, which I think we need to get into and figure out what that's all about. And then they also have Amelander catfish, which sounds pretty good. So I think we should share those two things.
You know, Michelle, we've been talking about how at the hotel they have MTV, which means we might be able to catch an episode of Catfish, the TV show. So getting catfish here is kind of, it's perfect.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
you're right.
I know.
This might be the hottest soup I've ever received.
What an accolade.
I could like steam my face over this.
What an accolade.
Open up my pores. It smells delicious.
This soup is delicious. It's got a light mustard flavor. It is very creamy. It's very rich and like some sort of like dairy or cream that they're putting in it.
For our main, we got the meervalfilet, which
Is not catfish.
catfish. Yeah, it's not catfish, but it is catfish. It's got some peaches, and I also think it has some ginger. So it's kind of maybe going to be like a sweet and savory situation. There's some dill on it.
And
And a baked potato.
yep. And
And a little bit of corn on the cob.
yep.
So it's like the fish is really light flavored.
It is.
And it's got a nice bit of like a crust on the top. And when you get it with the peach, it just kind of like creates this sort of like acidic, kind of slightly sweet situation.
I actually don't get that much acidity from it. It just sort of like
Maybe
adds to the lightness of the fish. I don't know. It goes together surprisingly well.
yeah, I was a little
Well,
nervous
there was
about.
a big party of people that just walked in and they were adjusting all of the chairs.
Oh wow, yeah.
Whenever you go to get a meal and someone says, I like this fish because it's not very fishy, they don't like fish. It just doesn't make sense. If you don't like something that tastes like fish, then why are you getting fish?
Just get chicken.
Just get chicken.
I don't think anyone can hear you right now.
No. I really hope that noise cancellation on this microphone is working overtime right now.
What if it just sounds like nothing right now? It's just our voices and nothing else in the background. No one knows about all of the chairs that are being moved.
Every chair in the entire restaurant is being moved right now. Y'all, I just realized this salad has Amsterdam onions in it. I didn't think that you could improve salad, and yet here they are in Ameland.
I'm gonna do this for you.
Do what for me?
I'm gonna put these in my salad for you.
Oh my God.
For us.
I mean, it is honestly one of those things where, like, I think you make the perfect salad at home, and it's been in 2 of our videos now. And I think that might be the only missing component. Oh, you use the pickled onions.
Yes, from Yumbo. Which
That's an amateur move.
no,
This might be the level up.
it's an intermediate move.
Yeah, and this is advanced.
Advanced or expert mode.
Understandable. Yes. We're gonna be eating good.
I'm excited.
Eating good in the neighborhood. Arby's.
Room tour? This hotel has been absolutely amazing. We're staying at the Von Heeckeren, which is centrally located right here in Ness. It's super cozy and we really loved it. The room itself is pretty small, but there are a few things that I want to highlight. So this is a whole bathroom situation over here. The toilet's in its own room, and the shower is quite interesting. You notice that you think you might get some privacy over here. However, the only privacy comes from this sheer curtain. So if you're booking a room here, be sure the person you're staying with wants to see you naked. Also, this is one of our favorite things in hotel rooms. You have this coffee maker.
It's by far the most impressive coffee maker I've ever had in a hotel room.
Yeah, however, Alex has had a bit of like a love-hate relationship with it.
It juices when it turns on. I think it's like getting rid of the leftover water, and then it juices when it turns off. I think attempting to get rid of the extra water that's in it that it doesn't think you need anymore. And it's very messy. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not complaining. It's just an interesting choice for a hotel room.
And by juicing, you mean it just spits out a bunch of like old bean water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
feeding water,
Yeah.
juicing.
Yeah.
The bed has been super comfortable. Also, the nice little touches, they had earplugs for us on either side of the bed, which really hasn't been loud, but I
No.
always love having stuff like that. And then over here, you have a nice little record player and like a halfway decent selection of records.
It's not my favorite Beatles record, but
It is
it's
a Beatles
it is
record.
a Beatles record.
Yeah. And the thing that we've loved the most about the room is the outdoor patio. This has been so nice to just like sit out here in the mornings and the evenings. And also when we get back each evening, we just prop the door open and it's been super breezy and you just get like the fresh air from the outside. It's been fantastic. I love this place.
All right, we're going to pack here and then hop on the ferry and head back to Leeuwarden. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Tot dan!